Good morning, Heart's Discernment. Just waiting on the other channel. All right, good morning. Have love for where you came from. I know I had to repeat that in my head several times because have love for where you came from. That just sounded really strange, but there is meaning behind that. We have to have love for where we came from. We have to be grateful for where we came from because where we came from is either lesson learned or it's security in where we're at. So either way. So the reason why I'm talking about this today, it's come up so many times lately. I don't even know it. Just it seems like it's constantly coming up. Your roots, where you came from, or roots. I don't know how y'all say that. Everybody says it's so different. Roots. Where's your roots? Okay, it's where you come from. And so many people like to dwell, well, it's, if we weren't so poor growing up, or, well, we never had to worry about any of that. It's where you came from sometimes will affect your attitude as an adult. Hello, everyone. So today I'm just going to jump right into the scripture because I've been reading in Esther. And I do love reading about women of the Bible, and I do love reading about queens. I'm just kidding. I don't really have a lot of reading of queens, but I think it's funny though because my husband comes home and he says, "Does the queen need anything?" So it's kind of a joke around our house that I'm the queen. And I used to say, no, I was the princess, but then I passed that title on to my granddaughter, my daughter, then my granddaughter. Anyway, so I like reading. I really enjoyed reading about Esther. She had become a queen, and sorry about that. So this kind of takes me back to your roots. Okay, so we're going to read Esther 9, 29 through 32. Esther 9, 29 through 32. It says, Then Queen Esther, the daughter of Abihail, with Mordecai, the Jew, wrote with full authority to confirm this second letter about Purim. And Mordecai sent letters to all the Jews to the 127 provinces of the kingdom of Ahasuerus with words of peace and truth. So they're sending out all these letters of peace and truth to all these provinces, everyone under their kingdom. Okay. To confirm these days of Purim at their appointed time, as Mordecai, the Jew, and Queen Esther had prescribed for them. And as they had decreed for themselves and their descendants concerning matters of their fasting and lamenting. So the decree of Esther confirmed these matters of Purim, and it was written in the book. Okay, what does that mean? It's a lot of mumbo jumbo. I was having a hard time understanding it. So I was reading in, and hold on. So first of all, there is a hiddenness of God in our lives, which I really like hearing that. The hiddenness of God. The story of Esther is teaching us that God's purposely guides his people's steps. But God has a purpose in what he does in the lives of those he loves. Every thread woven into a fabric of a Christian's life is part of the ultimate tapestry that someday we'll view in his glory. So 29 through 32, what does it mean? Esther had a new position of authority, right? It's a completely new, she had taken over as queen. And Esther and Mordecai worked together. They decided to work together in all this. But they continued to work together to bring words of peace and truth to the Jews. She wasn't one of those queens that was like, off with your head. No, she wasn't like that. She was loving and she was kind and she wanted to spread peace across the land. They never forgot where they came from or that God's purpose is bringing them into power. They knew that God had brought them into power for that position intentionally. So everything they had gone through, all the trials and tribulations they went through, God placed them where they needed to be so they could spread the love and truth and peace. So now look back on your life again. Where did you come from? Does it matter where you came from? Doesn't it matter where you're at now? No, it does matter where you came from because God had placed you there so you'd have tools for where you're at now. You may have been so loved as a child and just, treated so wonderfully, and now you're living in a miserable marriage and you can't pay bills and your parents are now gone and you don't know what you're going to do. You're going to think back to the tools that built that family, that strong bond and that love and that connection. And you're going to bring that peace into where you're at now. Sounds easy. It's difficult, but it is God's grace that allows us to love ourselves enough to be able to look back and grow from that. Or like I said earlier, it might have been a horrible childhood and now you're so wonderful, but you have to remember where you're at so you remember that there's other people in that situation. Why would you hold your awesomeness now and gloat about it instead of, what do I always say, reaching back into the fire and teaching that person how to get out of that situation faster than what you were able to because you had to learn on your own? We all need to be doing like Esther did. We need to be spreading peace and truth. Now, you're not going to send out a letter to all the providences and everything else, but you can smile at someone today and tell them how much you love them. Call someone, tell them you're thinking of them. Spread the peace, spread the joy, spread the love that God gave to us, that He gives to us every day. That's what I got for you today. Gotta love a good queen, right? Especially when God's in control and she knows it. All right, quick update. I am going to be at a conference on Friday. I'm actually leaving tomorrow afternoon. I will be gone Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at a conference, so I will not be on here Friday. Dana has generously said that she would do Friday's show also. So she will be on here tomorrow, which is Thursday, I think, and on Friday. So make sure you're here for that because she's always got a great lesson. I have not even caught up to watch yesterday's yet. I've been so busy, but I'm going to get on that. I love you all so much. I will see you on Monday. Please show up for Dana tomorrow and Friday. It's so much appreciated when she does the show. I'm beginning to think it's her show and I just show up for a fill-in, which is okay by me because she is awesome at it. Anyway, I love you all. I will see you back on Monday. And Dana, we'll see you here tomorrow. I love you.